It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Houston Texans. And it's coming up next.
Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And away we go from NRG Stadium. Ty Chandler to return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And we'll get a look at their signal caller playing in his 7th season.
Sam Darnold's seen an awful lot in his career. Now he's hoping the 4th time is an actual charm. After being a first-round pick, it seems like eons ago for the New York Jets. The guy's experienced a ton of football. And I'll say this, he went into one of the great QB incubators there with Kyle Shanahan in San Francisco. And now we'll all get a chance to see how much he really did learn, how much he really did grow. He is still young in his career. And with the supporting cast in Minnesota, a pretty dynamic receiver on the outside, he's got some nice tools to work with.
Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Now we give up the middle to Jones. And he's tackled for no gain. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down. Throwing here, Darnold. Brought in left side by Jefferson. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Now begin with a run by Mixon. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. On play action, here's Stroud. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 3rd down. Shotgun now for Stroud. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's going to be Vikings football. Counterplay, Jones. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. To throw, here's Darnold. Fires over the middle, caught. And they're going to bring him down at the 36.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Here's Darnold to throw. Finds his man over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. It's a gain of 4 there, and that's going to give the Vikings the first down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Reeled in at the 7. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. He keeps it himself. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings go up 6-0 here in the first. The fact that they pulled that out on a 1st and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did, and I would have loved to seen those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, and the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go, and that group certainly was.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Following the score, they've got Reichard out and ready to boot it away. Damian Pierce now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This Texans offense readied up for its 2nd drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. 1st and 10, a run to Mixon. And he found some running room for a nice gain. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Second and 3 now.
Here we go.
Stroud off the play fake. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And it sets up a Houston first. On the option, here's Mixon. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. This, our last play of the quarter.
Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Neither side separating much so far. We'll make our return to end. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Texans in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pass taken in by Diggs. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league.
So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Ooh, it doesn't get much closer than this, Brock. Did that ball in any way break the plane of the end zone?
You know how I like to look at this, Kate? Imagine a plane of glass going from the front end of that end zone straight in the air, and any part of the ball, any part of it just touches the plane of that glass, and this is a touchdown.
All right, so the officials take that touchdown away. He did not break the goal line. From the gun, Stroud. And the Vikings rush brings him down. And the pressure drives them backwards.
8 yards on the loss brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Stroud. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Throwing is Stroud. From the pop, here's pressure, and he's dropped by the Vikings. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. This from 35 yards away. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
He stopped on the return at the 27. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Man, he's been having a great first half, really playing a key role so far in this offense.
But you know and I know what's coming, Kate. We call them adjustments, right? You hit a homer, you take that fastball deep, you're not going to see it anymore. And you get run on like this, the defense is going to make some adjustments at halftime.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. And the Texans take possession of the football. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound.
And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans parlay the interception into points. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Vikings now set to take the field. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Able to find Jones. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. This is Jones. Down the sideline to the 45. An excellent game, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Going to the ground again on first. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. Well, Brock, they've made it a point to incorporate him into their offense, and hey, no arguments here. He has been awesome and giving them a spark they need when he gets involved.
And it's so nice offensively, Kate, when you feel it, when you can run it, when you can throw it, and especially running it like this, it's going to pay huge dividends as the game goes on.
Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones gets it. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
From the 16. He'll get this to Jefferson. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota! The Vikings take the lead just before halftime. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Kate. And some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Following the score, they've got Reichard out and ready to boot it away. Here's Steven Sims with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. 2nd and 3 now. He'll throw it. Fires down the middle, and it is caught. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And this will remain a 4-point game.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
throwing it just before halftime. First play, he's going for it to the end zone. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. So at the end of 2, the Vikings playing Road Warriors here. They've got the lead. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. Going on a bit of a speed run, it seems. We are flying past halftime and going right to the start of the third quarter. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Texans and Stephon Diggs getting set for this next offensive possession. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit.
All right.
Stroud throwing here on first. He's going deep. Trying to hit Diggs, and it's intercepted by a man, and now he's in the clear. And the Vikings get it back up close to their 40 as he's finally tracked down after that return. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 42. No hesitation, and that one's caught. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle. The Texans bringing out an extra DB. Third down coming up. Now Darnold. Into a crowd and intercepted. Jimmy Ward has it. And the Texans are hauled down. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts in too many possessions.
On play action, here's Stroud. Here's pressure, and he's dropped by the Vikings. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
8-yard loss on the play. It's now third down.
To the air, Stroud. He's got him, that's Mixon. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. Texans are going to have a first down. They go play action here. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Picked off by Cameron Bynum. And he makes the Hefco. It's a touchdown on the pick six. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock, to have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Reichert on for the point after. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Texans 10.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Return starts at the 9. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Stroud. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, a gift to Mixon. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Mixon, a 1st down and more. And he has this all the way across to the opposing 45. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. Back to throw, Stroud. He finds Diggs right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Stroud. And it's caught. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
Look the hot.
Working inside the red zone. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. It's 2nd and goal.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Has his man, it's Mixon. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. So they'll have some time to prepare for 3rd and goal. We're at the end of our 3rd quarter. The Texans have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Stroud. He's on the move.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. They're just opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. 1st and 10, here's Jones. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. Staying on the ground with Jones. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Jones once more. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up. Here's a give to Jones. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Now a give to Jones. And he gets this forward to the 19. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. On the carry, this is Jones. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Vikings leading by 8. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Jones. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. They'll run here, following the penalty. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. Another try for Jones. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. Reichert on for the point after. That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Texans 13. Will Reichert to kick off.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to.
Here we go.
Looking to throw it. Pass taken in by Diggs. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. After 34.
Now to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now they have 3rd and short. To throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. 1st and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only 1 timeout left, and that clock winding down. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory. Here he is to throw. Diggs there to bring it in. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. Final timeout called by the Texans. Throwing now. Cut by Diggs. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Completed to Collins. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. Well, partner, we spoke earlier about how much of a factor this home crowd was going to be. But even with the added boost from the friendly confines, couldn't will them to the victory.
Yeah, sometimes it just isn't your game. You're never going to win them all, even at home. But what's important now is learning from this defeat, hitting the film room, hitting the weights, making sure this doesn't happen again. Don't let this loss beat you twice.
So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time.